You're listening to this podcast, so I know you've got a curious mind. Here's a helpful fact you may not know yet. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $900 on average. Pop over to Progressive.com, answer some questions, and you'll get a quick quote with discounts that are easy to come by. In fact, 99% of their auto customers earn at least one discount. Visit Progressive.com and see if you can enjoy a little cash back. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $946 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2024 and May 2025. Potential savings will vary.
Yay Networks.
You're listening to the Chatty Daddies podcast.
Welcome to the Chatty Daddies. I'm Nick.
I'm JC.
And I'm Russ.
Russ is here.
Yeah,
so we've gotten to chit chat with Russ a couple times, and we'll get into the latest in his parenting. But Trey can't be here because
parenting.
His little kiddo's sick. Quaid is feeling under the weather, so he had to run out of the studio earlier this morning. And so when we got here, we thought, let's talk to Mr. Russ. But also, first we got to say, get well soon, Quaid.
And he will.
And then we got to say, happy birthday, Hudson. Hudson turned 2 over the weekend.
Yeah.
And so that's a really big deal. So I'm sure they're tired from all different reasons.
They must have had a party and got all the germs all over the place.
Well, it's that time of year. I mean, everyone's sick and gross.
Now, if you're wondering, Russ has kids around the same age as Trey. So this is a nice little fill-in for Trey.
So, Russ, you've got Finn. Is he 2?
Finn is going to be 2 in November.
Okay.
November 13th. So he's about a month and a half behind Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
And
behind
Finn.
Hudson, sorry.
By the way, Finn looks like he's about 5 years old. That man he's tall.
He's tall. He's big.
Been lifting.
He is a big boy.
He's a big dude. And Russ is not a big dude. He's an average dude.
Yeah, we don't know where all that came from, but the doctors said like up until age 2, it's genetics don't play a big factor. It's just kind of whatever.
And I mean, I think if you're going from one side to the other, I think you want to make sure your kid's eating enough. He's getting all the nutrition. He's eating. He's growing, getting big. That's great. That's what you want.
And over the past couple days, we feel like he's going through another growth spurt because he's been eating a lot.
He might be.
Is he like the 150th percentile?
He's up there, yeah.
What does a 2-year-old enjoy eating? I feel like I remember around this time there was Puffs.
Yep.
There was like a little food called Puffs.
Yep.
And maybe just generic crackers and things like that. What does Finn like to eat?
His favorite things are fish sticks, peanut butter sandwiches, kind of as mains. Like those are his 2 favorite mains. We've tried other stuff. It's so weird because at school they feed him lunch and they'll cook things. We don't have to send lunch to school. And so he'll eat all kinds of stuff at school that if we try to serve it at home, he doesn't eat.
Yeah.
And we think it's kind of maybe like a peer pressure, like, oh, everybody's eating this, so I guess I should eat it.
Well, and at least he is getting that exposure to other foods.
Yeah.
So if he was just eating peanut butter sandwiches for lunch and for dinner, then maybe there's a problem, but he's fine.
But then he's really big on pretty much any kind of fruit. He loves apples. Like he'll say apple.
They got a good crunch to him.
Yeah, he loves so apple sauce is his favorite. He will eat apples, but he loves apples, bananas, strawberries, kiwi. Yeah.
Now, he strikes me as a very happy-go-lucky kid, toddler.
He is the best.
Yeah, I don't ever see you guys posting that you guys can't sleep because he's having tantrums. He's very just go with the flow kind of kid. Why do you think you guys got that?
Oh man,
Why'd you get that model?
Yeah, why'd you get that model? How'd you order that?
It cost a little extra. The iKid Pro. No. I mean, we are so lucky. He goes down for a nap, and in general, like every once in a while, he'll fight it, but in general, he's fine. Like he'll whine a little bit when we leave the room, and then he lays down, and within 2 minutes he's quiet, and then he's asleep pretty quick. Sometimes he's in there playing with he sleeps with a couple stuffies, but sometimes he'll play a little bit. But for the most part, he's real good, whether it's nap time or bedtime.
And I don't want everyone to think my kids were awful, because my kids actually were pretty good little babies and toddlers. They were pretty chill. At Nick's, yours were pretty...
They're all right. They're fine.
Normal.
I wouldn't say it's anything awful.
But when I see parents like Russ and his wife, I often think those are book parents. You know what I mean? Like they read the books.
They read the books.
They studied. They knew what they were doing.
They're doing it right.
Baby was born and they had that kid on a sleeping schedule. Did you read the books?
We did read a little bit of books, but we also followed a lot of people on Instagram that are.
It helps. They give you the Sparks notes.
Yeah. I mean, it's so we are so blessed nowadays because think about when we were being raised. It was either like, physical books or, what does grandma say to do?
Yeah.
That's about it.
Or if you happened to remember to ask the pediatrician that question,
Oh, yeah.
then maybe they could give you some advice. And who knows if that advice back then was great.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
so
They changed it so often. Well, welcome to Older Kid Central here, Russ, because my kids are older, and I need some advice from the fellas.
okay.
Uh-oh.
So Halloween's right around the corner, and we're looking at costumes. I've had my costume set. My son Kason bought his Spider-Man costume a while back, so we're set.
You're Deadpool.
I'm Deadpool. He's Spider-Man.
Okay.
Great.
He's taller than me now, which doesn't go along with the Marvel thing because I think Spider-Man's supposed to be smaller than Deadpool. Whatever. That's what we are. My daughter and my wife went to the Spirit Halloween store, which are popping up everywhere already. And they came back, and Chloe was very chipper. She was very happy about her outing to the Halloween store. And I was like, oh, Chloe, did you figure out what you're going to be? You bought something? And she goes, I didn't buy it, but I know what I'm going to be. And she had this little, I guess, the catalog from Spirit. And she walked up to me and she goes, I'm going to be this. And I go, hold on, what is it? And she goes, I want to be a pirate. And so I'm thinking, okay, we're going to go ahead and get that stuff for your teeth and make them all yellow and stuff. I'm going to make it look like you got one knocked out.
Get a cool eye patch or something.
yeah.
We can go to like a thrift store, maybe go get you some clothes and rip them up a little bit. I'm like, oh, we'll make you look like the craziest cool pirate ever.
Easy peasy.
As she's walking towards me with this catalog, and she goes, ew, no. Ew, verbatim, ew, no. I go, what do you mean? What kind of pirate are you going to be? You want to be like Jack Sparrow, but female? That's cool, too.
Yeah.
And she goes, no, I want to be this one. And she turns the catalog over to me, and it's one of those, a very good-looking girl.
Like a sexy pirate.
And that's exactly what she said, Nick. It's hard for me to repeat the words because it's my daughter saying it. She goes,
no.
I want to be like a cute pirate, more like sexy. And I was like, hold up.
No.
You're
Hold
12.
on. Sixth grader? What?
No sexy. Let's do the ugly pirate. And my wife was like, you got to let her do her thing.
Yeah. Did you say maybe we get one of those inflatable costumes
Yes.
where there's zero figure outlined at all
Wow.
in the costume?
She's in the stage now where she cares about her looks.
Yeah, she wants to be cute
She
on
wants to be-
Halloween.
she wants to be pretty and cute and
She's always been into makeup, right?
yeah, she's very into makeup and stuff, and that was fine with me because she doesn't put on makeup. She likes to do the skincare.
Okay.
And maybe a little bit of lip gloss, and I let her wear mascara and some blush.
And what are Kinsey's initial feelings on this?
Kinsey actually was pretty. She's very chill and cool when it comes to this because we are learning that based on how we were raised, the more you respond and react and you go against what your kids want to do, the more they tend to get pushed away.
Sure.
And so you want to almost guide them and let them do what they want to do without them completely going off the road.
Question.
Yeah.
Where is she wearing? Is this to school or just around the neighborhood, or where is she wearing this?
So it'll be to school and around the neighborhood when she goes trick or
So it'll be
treating.
all of the things.
Yeah, and you know, my daughter is smart enough to know that I will let her be a cute pirate, but we're not going to go all the way like the college girl on the picture. She's going to have to be able to wear this to school where you have to wear straps and you're going to have to, everything's covered. So she knows that.
Gotcha.
So she basically said like a cute, sexy kid version. And I was like, those words don't go together, but that's okay. that's fine. As long as you find yourself thinking it looks cute, then you're going to be fine. But
You just said cute, sexy kid. Your podcast is now being banned from all platforms.
Yeah,
by the way.
exactly.
yeah, you know what I mean? Those are words that don't go together usually.
You know, it's definitely an eye-opening thing because I'll be in that same boat here shortly with whatever my daughter's going to do because she's definitely going to do that. She's definitely going to be our problem child.
How old is she?
So Ellie is about to turn 7. She'll definitely be the one that has some boyfriends and is really flirty with everyone. So I don't know. I mean, as long as it's not so ridiculous,
Yeah.
you know, clearly it'll be fine and somewhat tame. It's probably okay.
And when my daughter says you should see what other girls wear to school, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like she understands. So I think we're doing fine. But it's getting to the scary part with my daughter where she's becoming an independent woman and she's a girly girl. And as a dad, that's scary because I don't want to be that dad that's like, you can't, is that all you're wearing? I'm trying to still be cool dad, but it's hard. It's getting harder.
Oh, yeah.
Does their middle school have school dances?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have y'all been a chaperone to any of them? Because I remember a middle school dance was like an eye-opening, life-changing experience.
So we were. Kinsey said she was signing us up to be the chaperones at the last dance. It was 2 weeks ago, and I was like, you can go, babe. I'd rather stay home and like chill. I'm like, I don't want to be around kids all day screaming, running around 6'7". So she's like, no, I signed us up, and the day of the dance, we were told that we were not picked. Mm-hmm. We were they declined.
What?
They declined free help.
They declined us. And I go, we got declined. So now I'm competitive. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, who made it?
What do you mean I got declined from this thing I didn't want to do to begin with? So you're supposed to have your background check done. At least we thought it used to be every 2 years. And they changed it to every year. And so we didn't do our background check. So we were not able to be the chaperones this time around. So little heads up, parents. If you don't want to be a part of the dances, don't get your background check and you're safe.
And I'm curious to know what a middle school dance is like, because there was no cell phones clearly when I was in middle school. And there was just a lot closer dancing than I was used to and everything like that. I wonder what it was like now.
Hold on. At your middle school, there was close dancing?
Well, I mean...
Ours, it was guys on one wall, girls on the other wall, and some girls dancing in the middle.
There was...
But guys were just on the wall.
Like the middle school version of starting to learn how to grind on someone during dancing.
There it is.
Gosh,
And the teachers are just standing around the cafeteria watching this. Every now and then they break some people up, but it wasn't a lot.
Ours were similar to yours, Nick.
Yeah.
My middle school dance for us was guys on one side, girls on the other. They're playing the cool music, and the girls might be dancing. There might be two guys break dancing in the middle, because I went to a very Filipino heavy school, and they're really good dancers. And so, but when the slow songs came on, we would go pick our girl, and then you would try to slow dance, and that's where you had crotch to crotch dancing, and the teachers would be walking around separating you. You had to be arm's length, so your arms had to be locked out.
Yeah.
But then as soon as they walk away, you pull them in closer. Yeah. That's what we were doing, and maybe try to sneak in a smooch.
Little boys to men action.
But man,
oh yeah,
you get to a high school dance, those things were filthy. Those were wild.
That was girls the girls were dropping it low with their hands on the ground and the butts in the air, and the guy behind her dancing
for
high school dance. This nowadays, from what I've seen at the middle school dances, they have the area where they dance where it's dark. They have a DJ. Guys are still not dancing with the girls at all. Girls are dancing in the middle, and then they have an area in the back where the snacks were that's lit up completely, and that's where a lot of kids were hanging out, and they're playing basketball, volleyball, and then there's kids on the bleachers on their phones.
Oh, yeah.
So that's so it's a lot going on at the dances, but still it's nothing crazy.
Okay, so I got to get advice from you guys about the latest going on in our house. We've got two issues, and they're not issues, but there's two things, one with each kid.
Okay, what's going on?
So I'll start with my daughter Ellie, about to be 7. Her new obsession, I now have had to ban from our house.
What?
It's not slime.
Oh, I was thinking slime.
It's not slime, although we do have to make sure that's very supervised. It's the TV show Full House.
You banned Full House?
Listen, I love Full House.
Me too.
I got them into it. I love it. Yeah. It is great. Fuller House is a little bit more adult, has some more adult themes, so we're not watching that just yet. But my daughter, she watches it every day. And then this past weekend, I'd say, we're not watching this anymore, because whenever she watches it, she tries to imitate the people on the show. And so there's been nothing but like baby talk, like little kid talk, because when the show first starts, you got Stephanie. She's a lot younger, and she has a cute little girl, almost baby voice.
She was my favorite.
Yeah, she's wonderful, and she's snarky and fun. And then later episodes, Michelle is the younger kind of baby voice. So my daughter's been talking like a baby all the time, and it's like, we're not going to be listening to this baby. I mean, we tell her to stop, she keeps doing it. And I know, I've looked it up, I've seen the Reddit threads, parenting blogs, that this is just a phase kids go through. They'll grow out of it. But it got to a point this past weekend where I just said, we're not doing Full House for now. Okay, we need to take a break.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah,
but
just a little break.
But they do have such great moral of the story moments on Full
Absolutely.
House.
Yeah, that's what Full House is great for. They go through an issue, and then at the end, Danny Tanner gets that sappy music going, and they have a real life lesson about something. And it's great.
You know what I'm trying to look for? Speaking of old TV shows, I'm looking for Boy Meets World now that my kids are in middle school.
Is it on Disney?
Yeah. I would think it'd be on Disney Plus.
It's got to be, right?
'Cause it was an ABC show.
Yeah.
Okay, then I got to get Disney Plus back.
Got to.
Because I think I did Full House when the kids were little, but now I want to do a middle school type show. And Boy Meets World got me through middle school. That's where I learned everything. So I'm looking for that. So if it's on Disney Plus, I might have to get that back.
There are a lot of things we go through where I come across and I just have to tell my kid, like, I can't wait to watch that with you. I can't wait to watch Back to the Future with you. I can't wait to watch Dumb and Dumber with you. I can't wait to watch Boy Meets World with you. And we'll get there eventually.
Confirmed. It's on Disney Plus. Yeah.
It is? Okay, so I got to get
so
back.
you're good. Now, I can't wait till. Right now, we're not doing screen time much with Finn. You know, the advice is to not really do much before age 2. So he gets a little bit of Miss Rachel while we're trimming nails. That's about it. But
during a haircut is good. Has he had his first haircut yet?
Oh, he's had 3.
Okay.
And has another one happening this Friday.
Yeah.
Because picture day is the following week.
Yes.
His first ever school picture day. That'll be fun.
Have y'all ever done Little Baby Bum? It's on Netflix. It's also on YouTube. It's just lullaby or nursery rhymes set to animations, computer animations.
Okay.
They're a lot of fun. Little Baby Bum is great. And then also Word Party. That's on Netflix also. It's great. It's these little kids at a daycare. It's so much fun.
Do they still have the baby channel with Harry the Bunny? It's Harry the Bunny. His face is kind of funny.
Not familiar.
You don't have that
I
one?
don't know. Well,
Harry the
like I
Bunny's
said,
good.
we're not doing really a lot of screen time.
Okay.
So
I
we
want to
don't-
say
don't know.
that's on Amazon Prime.
It's on Prime.
We definitely watched a lot of Harry the Bunny.
okay.
That was a good one.
Harry the Bunny. I've heard Trash Truck is a big one.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
On Netflix.
Absolutely. And classic Teletubbies does really well with kids, surprisingly.
I never got my kids into the Teletubbies because I feel like they're a little demonic.
Oh, and what is the Wiggles? The Wiggles is
The
really
Wiggles
good.
were great.
Yeah, Wiggles is good.
I was low-key wanting to join the Wiggles.
That'd be sweet, yeah. And they have some men in the Wiggles that are, from what the females say, very attractive.
That's what I'm saying.
And so there's every now and then when they get a new cast member, the moms go wild.
You know what? I'm actually shocked we haven't had anybody from that realm of the world approach us and to start a Chatty Daddies show.
That
We
would be a dream to do a Wiggles style thing.
The
I'm telling
Chatty
you.
Daddies?
I'm telling you.
On TV on your Saturday morning at 8:30?
You have positive men in your kids' lives, teaching them
us.
songs and lessons. It would be wonderful.
So if anybody knows anybody at whatever network they do kids shows at, we are more than willing.
Come on, PBS.
We'll bring Russ. You got 4 Chatty
there we
Daddies.
go.
We
Let's
can
do it.
find more.
Yeah.
And we can have like casting calls. We'll be like the NSYNC of
Do you all have
Saturday
to
mornings.
wear a certain color? Or,
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll do it.
What color do you want?
can I be green?
Sure.
Yeah, you can have green.
Green Ranger.
I want to be blue.
Okay.
What do you want to be?
I guess maybe red.
Red's good.
Red's fine.
All right. Then Trey's stuck with purple.
Sorry, Trey.
So there's one other thing going on with my son that I don't need to know what to do because I've started or I'm going to start planning out an Excel spreadsheet. I want to get him some sort of smartwatch.
Okay.
I don't necessarily want an Apple Watch, but he's starting now to ride his bikes around the neighborhood with his friends or just go over to a friend's house and then they go to another's house and then maybe they go to the park that's all in our neighborhood. It's all within a quarter mile. Like they're not going far.
You want a GPS one?
So I want something that can track them and I want something where I can call and text and that's it. And I've seen a bunch and they're all anywhere from $80 to $150 and all of the monthly plans are $10 to $12. They're all about the same.
Yeah.
And I found like a refurbished Apple Watch on Amazon. It was like $120. And I was like, well, let's just do this. We're in the Apple ecosystem. Just do the Apple Watch and not let him have access to anything except calling and tracking.
Yeah.
But my wife made a good point. She was like, well, an Apple Watch is kind of like, that's the big dog. Like that's the name brand. That's the one that everyone
He'll be
really
cool at
want.
school.
Yeah, and like, even though he may not have that, would that be a bad look on us to the other parents? Because now Davis has an Apple Watch, and all the other kids are going to want an Apple Watch. Whereas if he just has the Garmin whatever, then
It's just a regular watch.
So
How old is he?
he just turned 9.
Okay. And he does not have a cell phone.
Doesn't have a cell phone, so I would love for him to be able, because what we do now is he has an Apple AirTag that he'll wear as a watch
And you
if
can
he's going out. But that's not
You want
the best.
communication.
Yeah, that's not the best. And he has a walkie-talkie that he takes with him.
Perfect.
But sometimes that house is just slightly out of range of our walkie-talkie, so I don't know.
So I'll tell you what I did for my kids. And I've talked extensively on this podcast about how one of my biggest regrets is giving my son the phone, which is what led to it opened him up to getting bullied in 6th grade, and it's been rough. And now my daughter, since she turned 12, she remembered her brother getting his phone, so she has a phone now. And we learned from his mistake or our mistakes with Kaysen to where Chloe's has been a really smooth transition. But from the ages of 9 to 12, we did get our kids the Apple Watch.
Okay.
So they offer the Apple Watch with a phone number.
Yeah.
And so that made them feel really cool. And we were able to put them on the Live 360, which is if you're a parent and you have kids and they have some sort of device like an Apple Watch or a phone or anything like that, the Live 360 is excellent. You could see how the people that are babysitting them or they're riding with, how they drive. You have safety reports. You can add on to it, but just at the bare minimum, you know exactly where they're at all times, and they can even interact with you on there. And the phone number, I was able to manage it through the parenting controls so that they could only call me, their mom, and I could add their babysitter if they were getting baby. I could add phone numbers to it, and it'd be just immediate family, so grandparents, aunts, uncles, and that's it.
That's great.
So it's not like they could just dial and make prank calls or anything. It was literally strictly for me and Kinsey to communicate with them. And so as far as your, are other parents going to get upset with you because you got them the Apple Watch and the kids are going to be... We didn't get
Y'all didn't get that.
Yeah, I don't recall Kaysen or Chloe ever saying that their friends were saying my parents are mad at your parents, and it was almost like, cool, you got an Apple Watch, that's awesome, and that was it. It wasn't bad, and it actually was really, really, really a great tool to use.
I'm a little disappointed in you, JC. No prank calls? Come on. I mean,
I know, but my kids would forget to do *6-7 and like
6-7.
Oh, that's wild. Yeah, *6-7, which blocked it back in the day. That was the main one. But no prank calls.
I feel like you were probably the king of prank calls as a kid,
100.
right?
That's what I got. That's how I got my first radio job. Was my prank calls were on point. I had characters and everything. But but there's ways to do it to keep it safe.
Gotcha.
So anyways, we'll see where we land on that. Who knows? But I need to trying to figure out. I don't know if one is better than the other on these other non-Apple ones I'm looking at. I just got to pick one and go with it, I think.
Yeah, I will say I have a nephew. I don't know which one he has, but he has one of those that is kind of limited where, and those are very user-friendly. And obviously the Apple Watch has a lot more stuff to it.
Yeah.
But as JC started talking, I was like, oh, Live 360, it is good because then if there's a new app, you can add that to it. Whereas some of those others are so limited, you can't do anything. Things to it. So.
And for our kid, I mean, he's just going to be wearing this from when he gets home he's not going to wear it to school. I don't think,
wear them
because
at
they
school.
can't have smartwatches at school.
Yeah.
So he's just going to wear it from 3:30 p.m. till 6 p.m. Like it's not going to be. He's not going to be using it that much. It's just if we need to get in touch with them. So I don't know. And my wife was like, well, maybe we don't do Apple Watch now, and then in 2 years, if he takes care of the watch, then you get him like the nicer thing.
And I do think the ones that are not the Apple Watch, you can confirm with me, but I think they do have like a lot longer battery life. Whereas
really?
the Apple Watch, you might have to charge every day.
Okay.
And it's like, he gets home and he's like, oh, it's not charged. And
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's one called TikTok. There's one called Cosmo. One called, I think Fitbit has one that I might be leaning towards. So I don't know.
Gotcha.
There's just all different ones.
Check it
So
out.
we'll see if I make a decision here in the next week or two, and I'll let y'all know.
And Russ, your kid is probably too young for this, but is Dave? Are your kids playing Roblox, Nick?
No, they want to, but I always say no because I hear horror stories about how there's creepers on there. And the same thing with Minecraft. Like their Minecraft is so locked down on what they can do.
So here's the thing. If you have my kids play Roblox, but I have them. I get in there, man, and I'm making sure that Chloe's allowed to play this game called Dress to Impress, which is a fashion show, and Kaysen has a game that he plays that's like a superhero power show.
And that's through Roblox?
They have a bunch of different games, but it's an open world, and there is chatting in there, and you can turn that off because we do have a friend who, we had like a scary incident with Roblox. And this is where parents, if your kids have it, you got to get in there and see who they're talking to, the history of the people. This person, and we don't know if it's an adult or a kid, but they're masking themselves as kids, but the vocabulary that they're using is very advanced. The grammar is way too good for it to be a kid in 6th grade or 5th grade or whatever.
They're using actual punctuation.
And to the point where this person started telling them like, because they're struggling with friends. Everybody struggles in 5th grade. And so they alienate your kids. And this is where you got to.
Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years now. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they'll show you options that fit your budget. So whether you're picking out your first policy or just looking for something that works better for you and your family, they make it easy to see your options. Visit Progressive.com. Find a rate that works for you with the Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Step in because the kid didn't want to hang out with their friends anymore, and they weren't playing Roblox with their friends anymore. They were only playing with this one friend they made on Roblox.
Oh, wow.
And they live in another state, and that's the biggest red flag. If they live in another state and they're starting to say we're best friends and you don't need those friends, just be my friend, just be very aware that these predators out there know exactly how to do this. And I think they stopped something from really bad happening because, you know, when they told us about this, they're like, no, we blocked it. There's no more communication, deleted and blocked, nothing. But we got to be way more aware as parents of what the kids are doing and and who they're talking to, because it's not just Instagram and TikTok where there's bad people. It's on these games that they're playing, and you think it's a fun little. It's a Roblox character. What bad could come from that? No, there's a lot of creepers on that. And VR. Be careful with the VR.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It used to be so obvious. You just see a white windowless van and you're like,
Yeah.
stay away from that.
Sure.
Now they're masking themselves as other kids on these games, and that's scary.
Yeah.
Which is maybe why Russ is really smart by not letting Finn play on them phones.
Yeah. Don't be doing any of that. Yeah, it's just everything's so different. And I know growing up that our parents faced the same things. I just don't know what that was, you know. For us, it would have been online chat rooms.
Yep.
Yeah.
And AOL, internet. It's a
I got
big deal.
catfished. On
Yeah?
AOL, yeah. I was like 16, and I got on AOL, and I was like trying to holler at girls. And when you get your driver's license, it opens it up. This girl said she was my age, 16, and that she lived literally like maybe 2 miles away from my apartment complex and another apartment complex. And when I showed up, this girl was not 16. She opened up the door. By the way, she was like 6'1", my size.
wow.
Okay.
And I looked at her. I was like, "Are you 16?" And she goes, "No." She was the manager at a bowling alley. And she goes, and then she invited me in. And I was like, "No, I'm good." And I left. I might have been murdered.
That could have been dangerous, dude.
That could have been bad. I was like, "No, I'm good. I'm good."
Yeah.
Wow.
She would have swung the number 1 pin and knocked you out.
Something, dude. I was like, is the door going to shut behind me and it's going to be deadbolted?
Crazy.
I know. AOL, though. ASL. Do you remember what that means?
Age, sex, location.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
ASL.
That's that
Did y'all have Instant Messenger? AOL
Yeah.
Instant Messenger? I loved it. My screen name was UNC Pookie 33.
Mine was SE Pimp 5.
Russ, did you have Instant Messenger?
I did, but I don't remember the
Yeah.
name.
What?
It was probably something like
Russ FR?
RF and then my zip code. Or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
You don't remember your screen? That's like
No, I don't.
that's like your name.
I don't.
Would you have had that when you were growing up in Florida? Because you grew up in Florida, right?
Yeah,
And
I grew-
then moved to Savannah.
Yeah.
Would have been in Florida.
Yeah, no, it was in Florida. So
Well, Russ, thank you for joining us. We're so happy that Finn is growing up and
thanks for
everything
having
like
me.
that.
Oh yeah,
This is great.
and big news. Yesterday, first time he peed in the potty.
Hey, that is a big deal.
Yeah. So
Was it a long time to convince him and to show him was this a long time coming, or did he pick it up pretty quickly?
we haven't really been trying it. So we got a little toilet, you know, like a little baby toilet, and it's got a button you push and it makes like a flushing sound. So
So
he thought
fun.
that was cool. And he just like the first time we brought it home, he would just sit on it. He's like, "Oh, cool, sit on it." He recognized what it was for. And that was maybe about 2 months ago. And so we just left it out where he could sit on it and hit the flush thing whenever he wanted. And we weren't pushing anything at all. In fact, we were like, it's way too early.
Yeah.
But we
He's
got
not
it.
even two.
We got it. Yeah, we got it for free from somebody. So it was way too early. So we're just like, whatever, he can play with it. It's a toy. And then maybe a couple weeks ago, he like went over to it and he was like pointing at his diaper, and we're like, "Oh, do you want to like sit on the potty?" He's like, "Yeah." And then like, "You want your diaper off?" And we're like, "Okay." So he sat on it, you know, and so maybe once every 4 or 5 days he would sit on it. And so this was probably the 5th or 6th time that he was like actually just sitting on it without a diaper on. and he actually produced something. I wasn't expecting him to
Produce something.
Yeah. Well, as opposed to, because there were sometimes he'd sit on it for like 3 seconds and then he's like, okay, I'm good. And then there were other times where he was sitting on it for about a minute and he's kind of like, oh, this is fun. And I'm like, oh, he's sitting here for a minute. Maybe he's actually like trying to push something out. But yeah, no, yesterday, he peed a little bit in there.
That's exciting.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Was there a reward afterwards?
We gave him some, there's little organic cookies that Target sells. They're like made with like no added sugar or anything like that. We're like super crunchy.
Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's healthy.
But yeah, so we gave him a couple cookies because I wasn't even expecting it. I know some people go like, oh, here's a M&M or whatever.
Right.
But I was like, good job, buddy. I was like,
what do I have?
like, you want some cookies? Here you go.
I did read an article when Kason was little that because he was struggling with going potty with the number 2, and they said boys struggle with going number 2 because they don't want to let things go.
Could be. It's a pride thing.
I'm like, he lets it go in his diaper just fine. It's just when we're asking him to do it in his potty.
Davis had the same issues. I don't know if he was holding it back or if he had actual like medical constipation issues. But I mean, when he would finally go, it'd be painful.
Yeah,
like,
it'd be compacted. That was Kason.
And it's awful. And luckily that's gone away. But yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, now they're fans of using that toilet.
Yeah, we always had a little Ziploc baggie of either Smarties is a good one, or maybe gummy bears or M&Ms. Switch it out every now and then so it's something new. And it worked fairly well for us doing it that way.
Yeah.
And then you just got to clean out that little baby toilet all the time.
Yeah,
you dump it in the big potty and stuff.
Wash it out, hose it off.
I had one friend that they had a lid that attached to their actual toilet that's child sized.
Seen those, yeah.
And so then you can just flush it and you don't have to mess with the actual
Oh, that's smart.
emptying the kid's potty. But then also the kid has to use like a stool to get up there. So you're still having an extra something laying around.
Yeah.
You ever fall in the toilet as a kid?
I
did.
I don't know if I was a kid, but I know like in the middle of the night, if it's up and I go to sit down and I'm not looking, I'll take a little dip in there. Like, whoa. Hey.
I fell all the way in the toilet, got
Yeah.
stuck because my uncle and I shared a bathroom, and I went in there to sit down when my mom was doing her makeup to take a pee, and I fell all the way in. I was like, and she didn't want to touch me because I was full of pee water.
Yeah, that's pretty
fun.
gross.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
And I remember that, which is
Yeah.
a good time.
And you're a better man for it.
Sure.
You know,
Sure.
life lessons. Well, Russ, that's exciting. Happy that you and Finn are doing great.
Thanks, yeah.
And thank you for joining
Yeah,
us.
I peed in the potty yesterday too.
Good job.
Did you have a cookie afterwards?
I did not.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and thanks for the listeners for joining us too. I'm Nick.
I'm JC.
I'm Russ.
And don't forget, stand up straight. That's our fatherly advice every week.
Yes. Yeah, stand up straight, Russ.
Okay.
The Chatty Daddies Podcast.